Buyers are liars. Welcome to Sales Mastery. My name is Rich Bruckner. If you're in sales, you've probably heard somebody say that. And in this day and age, it's a little bit of a controversial topic. I know there's certain guys out there like Grant Cardone who don't believe in this saying, and they're actually against people saying it, which is fine. I understand their perspective with it actually, and I respect it, and I actually tend to agree with it. I believe in extreme ownership, taking responsibility for anything that can and will go wrong. Eliminate excuses. I'm a huge believer in that. At the same time, I'm going to explain why that saying has become a cliche in sales. And the reason being is there's a lot of truth to it. Buyers are liars not because everything that they say is bullshit, but because a lot of times people are uncomfortable with telling you that they don't want your product, they don't want your service, they don't have the money, they can't afford it. They're uncomfortable with saying that their wife makes the decisions in the house. They're uncomfortable telling you what their true objection is. So to me, if I say buyers are liars, I don't mean it in a negative way. I don't mean that the guy's a liar in his everyday life. I don't mean that he is morally bankrupt. I just mean that he's that a lot of times the prospects are not being completely honest with you when they give you where they say, "Hey, oh yeah, I just have to move some money around. I'll call you back." And a lot of times that's bullshit. And I say that so that people manage their expectations. They don't sit around expecting like, dude, that guy's gonna move money around and he's gonna make this big purchase. And a lot of times salesmen, especially new salesmen, they get their hopes up about things like that, and they really believe and take to heart when these people say, "I'm gonna call you back," or whatever the case may be. And so part of it is just managing your expectations. Like, don't if somebody says they're going to call you back, it's not a sale. Even when somebody gives you their credit card or checking account information over the phone, it doesn't count as a sale till it's processed successfully, till they receive their merchandise or their service, and until they're happy with it. Like, really, I don't barely consider it a sale till I've spoken to them and they've received their merchandise and told me that they're happy with it. And even then, there's times when they turn around 30, 60, 90 days, 180 days later, and just say for no apparent reason that they just want a full refund. And it happens, and it's part of business. That's another lesson. Don't get your hopes up. Don't count on people. Don't take shit at face value. If somebody says that they're going to call you back, just assume that they're not. And if they do, just be happy with it. Buyers are liars is not meant to be, again, it's not meant to attack the person's morality. It's just an expression that basically means there might be more to what they're saying. You know, try try a couple different angles. Not to just assume that they're lying for no reason, but to be a little bit more inquisitive. And you might be able to better serve the client if you can get past that layer of resistance of well, he's saying this, but what is it really? What is the real reason why you're holding back? And sometimes you'll get a sale out of it, and sometimes you'll just better understand the prospect or the client. So again, buyers are liars. There's a reason why people say it. People wouldn't say it if there wasn't truth to it. And it doesn't have to be a negative connotation towards the client either. It could just be, don't take everything at face value. The same way people say, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. It's the same type of thing. Just be a little bit more, just don't be so gullible, man. Just think a little bit. I can't tell you how many times somebody's answered the phone and been like, "I'm not interested." And I've been like, "Listen, I know you're not interested. If you were interested, you'd have picked up the phone and called me. The reason why I called you." And I get into my pitch, and within a few minutes, they're buying something. Not because he's a liar per se, but because he's got his defenses up. I've had people say that I don't have a credit card, I don't have a checking account, I only buy things in cash when I have cash, and 20 minutes later they're reading me a credit card number over the phone. Is he a liar in his everyday life? I don't know. I don't know him like that, but he's a liar for saying he doesn't have a fucking credit card in 2023. Everybody has a credit card. All right, so don't fucking tell. And I'll tell people that if they go, I don't have a credit card. I'm like, dude, it's 2023. Don't tell me you don't have a credit card. You have a credit card. Just tell me you don't want to give it to me. Because, there's not it's very rare for somebody to not have a credit card or a debit card in 2023. People will say it all the time that they don't have it. And then, sure as shit, they have one when you stay on the phone with them a little bit longer. It's just a defense mechanism. And so, yes, buyers are liars is a real thing. If you choose not to say it, that's up to you. But it's the truth. From my experience. Yeah, I mean, if that's helpful to you, if you identify with that, leave a comment, let me know. Share this with somebody who needs to see it or that might enjoy it. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Sales Mastery. We release one every single week. Leave a comment with something you're struggling with in sales so I could address it on a future episode. And I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time.